Alright, today I'm going to talk about cleaning magazines, cleaning and keeping corrosion from forming on your magazines and keeping your magazines clean. These are my range magazines. I was in the snow with these magazines earlier today and they got all wet. I put them in my dump pouch and forgot about them until just now, which is hours later. Typically what I would do is take them out of there and completely disassemble them and throw them on the benches you see to let them dry out. That's ideal. However, it's been a little while since I cleaned these anyway. So what I like to do is take WD-40, believe it or not. There's a very specific method to using that, though. You really don't want to leave it, any of that, in your magazines. You don't want to let a large amount of any oil in your magazines. But what you want to do is spray them all down. If you see some surface rust starting to form like I was, they were kind of flash rusting. Spray them down completely inside and out. And then basically blow off or hand dry all of that off of there. I like to stick a microfiber towel through the mags. You can also use a mag brush, but I don't like to use oil on my mag brushes, so I didn't use a mag brush today. But as you can see, they're just soaking wet. Mostly the inside is what matters because the outside dries pretty fast. And these are really corrosion resistant magazines anyway, but as the spring rides in these mags and you wear them, the coating starts to come off and then the rust can form. So just basically, you know, these are range mags. I never carry these mags, but still I want them to last as long as possible because mags aren't cheap. Even if, you know, you get a discount on them, which typically I always do, it's good to maintain them, keep them as long as you can. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm just basically ripping a microfiber through there just to remove any of the lubrication and just inspect them to make sure they're not rusty or dirty. So that's that. Do the same thing with the follower and the magazine spring and the base pad and the little locking piece on the bottom. So you just want to get all the oil off of them after you sprayed them. This basically just ensures there's no water left on them. It basically just chases the water right out of them. You don't have to be perfectly clean, but you know, especially the orange followers are never going to look perfect again, and frankly I could care less about that, but just want to make sure don't have water on them is the main thing, and that they're clean and don't have dirt, sand, debris, air gun where necessary. Some of these are more worn than others, so they have stuff ground into them. You just take your locking piece, make sure that's good to go, it's actually working, so when you drop the mag on the ground, it doesn't explode. Just rinse, repeat.